Okay, so what shall we do? We are here to practice the Eightfold Path, a path of Sila, Samadhi, Panya, that leads to the end of dukkha. I think that's most of you why you're here. So, Sila, precepts. When we are here in the monastery, we keep the 8 precepts. Samadhi, we train Samadhi, by using the Buddha or using the breath around the tip of the nose, knowing the breath goes in, knowing the breath goes out, or mentally repeating the word Buddha until the mind gets calm. There's three stages of Samadhi. The first one is the normal Samadhi. It starts, when there's hardly any thoughts coming in anymore, until it becomes deeper, until there's no more thoughts, no more memory, no more associations coming in. And then it gets even deeper until, in the beginning, the phenomena outside, are still present. But over the time, the more we get concentrated, these also disappear until our body starts to disappear, until we enter Appana Samadhi, the deep state of Samadhi where everything disappears, the universe disappears, the subject and the object, the subject, that observing the breath or thinking, the word Buddha, merges into the object, the Buddha or the breath, and become one. That is called Appana Samadhi or deep state of Samadhi, and that is a preview of Nibbana. And if we experience that, we know what we are aiming for, for the realization of Nibbana. Once we come out of Samadhi and we are rested enough, then we do the investigation of the 5 khandhas. That what we believe we are. Rupa, the body, Vedana, feeling, bodily feeling, mental feeling, Sanya, associations, memory, Sanya, thought formations, and consciousness, because we think we are these things. We are attached to these. We are attached to the body, we are attached to the feeling, we are attached to our thoughts, especially to our thoughts, to our ideas, to our to our memories. That's who we think we are. So we have to investigate it. When we do Samadhi, now we also investigate dukkha vedana, the feeling, the painful feeling. And that is the only exclusion. Normally we don't investigate when we do Samadhi. If the pain becomes so strong that we cannot concentrate anymore on the word Buddha or anymore on the breath, then we start to investigate pain. Where is the pain? Is it, is it permanent? Is it impermanent? Is it changing? Where is it? Is it in the skin? Is it in the bones? Is it in the flesh? Is it in the tendons? Is it in the muscles? Until we find it. We probably won't find it anywhere in the body, because the moment we get up, the pain is gone. And that is normally our solution. When the pain becomes so strong, we get up, oh, okay, pain is gone, over, No, that is not the investigation of pain. We have to find out where the pain originates from. So we have to investigate it and look. Look very closely. The pain becomes strong and stronger. Until we find, what causes the pain. And then, that is the first relief from the painful feeling. Then we know where the pain is coming from, and then we can work for that. We work on that. But there are 3 stages of pain. If the moment that we die, we go through the 3 stages of pain. The first stage of pain is, when we cannot breathe anymore. The second stage is, when the body is on fire, and the third stage is when the body disintegrates. I mean, if we can go through these three stages of pain, I mean, we are not afraid of death anymore, because we know it. And we can keep our sati, and that is the important thing. That's why we why we want to go through the stages of pain, because we want to keep our sati, we want to keep our awareness during these stages, during these stages of pain, because in the moment when we die, I mean, the pain becomes so overwhelming that our next rebirth is determined by our strongest karma. Be it good karma or bad karma, that doesn't matter, I mean, it is determined and we don't have a choice. If we can have our awareness, in these stages of pain, I mean, then we can decide where we want to go. Want to come back as a human, or want to go, if you have the karma, want to go to the heavenly realm, or first go to the hell realm, get rid of some of the bad karma, or whatever. We can decide. But if we don't have awareness in the moment of death, because we are taken back by the pain, then we don't have a choice. I want everybody, of you to be clear of that, and that's why we also practice, the investigation of pain. In the first stage, it's very easy, until we find out, where actually the pain originates from. The three stages of pain are much more difficult, because at each stage, we think we die, and then we have to be ready to die, And then, I mean, then the pain is gone. First stage, okay, there's no more breath. There's no more breath. Somebody, takes away our breath. Okay, then we have to ready. Okay, let's die and see what is left. That is always the question. What is left? I mean, in the stage of Appana Samadhi, it's the same thing. What is left? Let's switch to the awareness that knows, what is gone or what is not gone. And then what happens, I mean, when we go through the stages of pain, is that, the moment we agree, we are comfortable with death, I mean, then the pain disappears, and then hours later, comes the second stage. And then the same thing happens. We are on fire. The whole body is on fire. It burns up. And then we have to agree as well. Okay, let's die. Let's see what is happening. And then the third one. And once we go through all the stages, I mean, what are we afraid of when we die? We know it all. We have experienced it all, so we can keep. And during the stages, we keep our awareness. So we can keep our awareness. So there's nothing, there's nothing to worry about it. So that is the only exception for the rule in Samadhi. We are not interested in anything else than our Buddha or the breath. Unless, there is a pain so great, that we cannot concentrate on the Buddha or on the breath. When we come out of Samadhi and we are rested very well, then we do our investigation. The investigation of the body. Because we are attached to this body. We think we are the body, we constantly worry about the body. We worry about, the future of the body, the illness, the sickness, the old age, and we worry about also death of the body. So we investigate it, We take out the chitta, the owner of the body, and look at the body, Or we dissect the body into bits and pieces and put it in front of us until there's no part of the body left, on the seat. There's just the awareness that sees, or knows about, all the body parts. In that moment, hopefully, if you do it often enough, hopefully something clicks and we realize, the body is the body and the chitta is the chitta. That is the investigation of the body. And then we have to do, that is one thing. That is the smallest thing of the body investigation. we still, we are still attached, we are attached to the body just like we are attached to the car, yeah. I mean, we know we are not the car, but we love to drive it, yeah. We love to use it for this, we love to use it for that, We do worry a little bit about it, but we fill it up, but we don't worry about too much, when it dies away, when it when it cannot be repaired, then we just get another car, yeah. And so is it with us, with the body. So we still need to do the investigation of a super, of the loathsomeness of the body. Yeah? Inside out, whatever goes into the body is nice, pleasant, yeah? Tastes good, or smells good, and whatever comes out of the body, is disgusting. Yeah? So this body is nothing else than a chemical factory, that turns everything that is beautiful and nice, yeah, into something that is disgusting. So why do we want to keep that? Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, I mean, we don't look, we don't look in a car, and we open the hood, and see the engine, it's full of oily, dirty and things like that. We don't want the engine of the car, we want to sit in the car, and steer it, yeah. And that's the same thing, with the body. I mean, we love this body so much. We love the senses of the body, so we have to investigate it. Yeah, I mean, what is it? What is it that we see? What is it what we hear? What is it that we taste? What is it that we smell? Yeah, what is it that we think? Yeah, I mean, all our thoughts, all our thoughts turn around this body, turn around the future, turn around the past. Yeah. What is it? What is the worth of it? Yeah? What does it give us? Huh? It gives us a sense of self. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, just like feeling gives us a sense of self, thinking gives us a sense of self, and memory gives us a sense of self. Yeah, and when we look closely, I mean, what the Lord Buddha teaches us, I mean, in Nibbana there is no self. Yeah. So the question is, how do we get rid of self, yeah? When we have a self. How can we tread on the path, How can we tread off the path, yeah? Let the self get rid of the self, yeah? If we believe, if we trust the teaching of the Lord Buddha, our understanding of the Lord Buddha is an understanding of ourself, of the Buddha's teaching. But it has nothing to do with the truth, yeah? Or very little to do with the truth. So how do we overcome this? And for most of us, we overcome it by having a teacher who points out the way when we go wrong. Just like, my teacher, my venerable teacher, yeah, I'm in Lungta Mahabor, whenever I came back from Udon and Tudong, and had so many, so much, yeah, I came and sit down and talked about all my fantastic experiences, yeah, and insights, And then he corrected me, it's all the kilesas. All these insights I had, and I thought, they are so profound, I mean, it's incredible profound, yeah. He just washed it away, yeah. He just, swept it away and said, yeah. And then I saw, it's all the making of self, making out of experience something, that is not there. Yeah? So without the help of my teacher, I wouldn't have gone anywhere, any place. Yeah? Each time when I came back from Tudong, I mean, he reminded me of the important thing, and he washed away, my kilesas, or my self-view of what I self have experienced, yeah. And it was very, very helpful, Sometimes, sometimes it happened, he washed away, all my ideas, all my deep experience, all my deep insights, with a hand movement, yeah. And then suddenly, for a moment, for a day or for 2 days, I was free of the kilesa. It was amazing, yeah. So if you don't have a teacher, how do we get to this state, How do we overcome self, And the self is depicted in the 5 khandhas, because that's what we believe we are. And thoughts, and memories, especially thoughts, memories, ideas, our understanding of the Buddha's teaching, yeah? That is all depicted in ourself, yeah? if you don't have somebody who has already gone the way, who knows, the dangers of the kilesas, who knows, our delusion, and can wipe away our delusion, how can we ever manage to do it? Yeah? So, as long as you find a teacher, who can help you, stick to him, yeah. If he can't answer your questions anymore, then look for another teacher. But we do need a teacher. Yeah? It is even at the time of the Lord Buddha, it was very difficult, to go without the help of the Lord Buddha. Yeah? He taught Sariputta and Moggallana, the most wisest, and the most powerful, He taught them, he taught them way to Nibbana, yeah? And he taught so many people to Nibbana. We just passed the day of Magha Putra, where 1250 arahants were listening to the Ovada Patimokkha of the Lord Buddha, and everybody clapped, yeah? Everybody, said this was a wonderful teaching, yeah? But if we are alone in the world, and we have only, the written text and nobody who has actually gone the path, it is pretty much impossible for us, to overcome self, and go the way to Nibbana. Just as a precaution, just as a warning, for some people who think, they can go the way by themselves. Yeah? So, what else did I want to talk about? Well, let's first have the questions, yeah? Are there some questions from the audience? And you have always the opportunity in the morning or in the afternoon to come and ask me questions about your practice. If you have problems about your practice, and ask. Yeah? That's what I'm here for. Yeah? If you don't have questions, if your practice goes steadily, then it's fine, But don't get deluded, If you have questions, it's better to ask. Sometimes it's better to ask than, to follow your own insight. That might be a real insight or it might be a deluded insight. Like mine, were mostly deluded insights, yeah. I thought, I got to somewhere, until I talked to Lungta Mahaboa, until I realized I haven't gotten anywhere, I just still stand still on the same point. Okay, questions? No questions? Yeah. Then ask the questions. Yeah? Go ahead.
First question. I have a deep fear of abandonment, which has made all of my past relationships very painful. Despite decades of therapy, I haven't found relief. Relationships seem always bring me extreme amounts of pain. Because of this, I am reaching a point where I want to give up on relationships entirely and instead devote myself to the Buddhist path. However, I'm also concerned that this decision might be a form of escaping rather than addressing my core issue, which is the fear of abandonment. I fear that by avoiding relationships, I'm only preventing myself from confronting this fear. It's like I am bypassing the issue rather than working through it. Is it okay to step away from relationships entirely and devote myself to Buddhism, or I am simply avoiding what needs to be addressed?
It's not a yes and no question, yeah, or answer, yeah. I mean, yes, mostly yes, yeah. I mean, you can address your fear, when you do practice of samadhi. Huh? I mean, yeah, when you enter samadhi, there's no abandonment because, there's nothing that can abandon you. Yeah? You are one, yeah, with yourself. The problem of abandonment is always that we think we are separate beings. Yeah? We are separate. Yeah? There's part of me, there's part of him. Yeah? But actually, doing samadhi, we can have the experience that we are one. There's no fear. Yeah? There's no past, there's no future, yeah, there's no abandonment. There's just, happiness or peacefulness or whatever. Yeah. So getting this experience, relieves oneself, of the fear of abandonment. Huh? But yeah, you can address all these problems, why do you think, monks become, and become recluses, and distance themselves from the world, and yeah, they can solve all the problems that they have in their heart, through practice, yeah. So it's not an escape, so actually, I would say, it is the proper path, to get to a proper solution, yeah. Psychology gives you a solution that holds for a while, but the samadhi or the Buddhist path, is a solution that holds forever. So I would say, forget about relationships, and enter the fear through, the practice of samadhi. Yeah? The fear will come up, yeah, and then you can counteract it. You can contemplate it. You can address it. Yeah. It will come up sooner or later. Okay.
Okay. Second and last question. When Ajahn Martin says he meditates for a minimum of 10 hours a day, does he sit for that entire time? Or is it broken up by walking meditation? How many minutes, hours do the monks spend sitting and then moving to walking meditation, if so? And is it preferable to remain sitting to not disturb the meditation at all?
That is a very difficult question to answer. It depends on. Some people like do walking meditation, some people like sitting meditation. So whatever you're preferable, wherever you can concentrate better, that is the way for you to use mostly. Yeah? But when you do sitting meditation, sit for hours, yeah? Not only for half an hour or 1 hour, sit for 3 hours or 4 hours, yeah? And if you do walking meditation, do the same. Walk for 3 hours or 4 hours. The longer we do, we try to concentrate on the Buddha or concentrate on the breath, the more difficulties arise and the more we can fight the kilesas. If you sit only for half an hour or 45 minutes, after a while, there are no more kilesas, we are just happy, we are contented, and then we don't know why we get up. Because one moment we are happy, and the next moment we get up. Why do we get up? There must be some dissatisfaction. If we are contented, why should we get up? Or there must be some pain, or there must be some boredom that we haven't seen encroaching on us. Yeah? So, yeah, sometimes I sat for 9 hours straight. Yeah. Sometimes I walk for 3 or 4 hours straight without interrupting. Yeah. And sometimes, I sit for 2 hours, depending on the situation. Yeah. So, there's no fixed time, yeah. But as I said, the longer you sit, the more you get into the fight with the kilesas, yeah. They don't want to, concentrate, yeah. They want to constantly, have relaxing, have a coffee, have a break, and then go back, and then have a break again, and then go back, That is not getting us. It is working, in the beginning, but it doesn't get us to deep states of, of insight, or any kind of resolution, of the problems that we have. Yeah? Okay? Yeah. Yeah, I remember, I got up in the morning at 2 o'clock and I was sitting till 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so that's about 8-9 hours. Yeah, not moving. Yeah, and yeah, was very nice. Yeah, come out. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. But sometimes I was sitting only for 3-4 hours, 5 hours. Yeah, that depends on it. It really depends on. Walking meditation, you can reach Upachara Samadhi, not just the same way as doing sitting meditation. And it's, yeah. So there's no special, Alungta Mahabua liked to walk, I like to sit, yeah. Lumpu Man, I think he also liked to walk, but Lumpu Sao, he liked to sit, So, it's a preferred thing, everybody, has a different kind of character. Yeah? Just like Lungta Mahabua liked to fast, and Michikyo, she she didn't like to sleep. So, it depends on the characteristic tendencies of each personality. So, there's no fix, there's no fix this or fix that. You have to test out what is giving you the best results. Okay, so, yeah, yeah. What is the name from Mumbai? Johan. So how is it going? You need to develop a lot of sati, yeah? Yeah?
Yes, no.
Yeah.
How to reduce the hours sleeping?
The hours of sleeping, huh? Just, first of all, you cut it down to 6, yeah? And then you cut it down to 5, yeah? And then you cut it down to 4, yeah? The better your samadhi, the less sleep you need, yeah? The better you can rest in samadhi, the less hours of sleep you need, yeah? But you never need more than 6 hours, yeah? Okay? Yeah? And you have to make a mental effort, yeah? Just jump up, put alarm clock, and then, the moment you hear the alarm, you jump up, yeah? And the first thing you do is do walking meditation or throw some water in your face, yeah? If you sit down, you fall asleep again, yeah? So, it's a training, yeah? So, for the women, I have a request, and I really would like you, especially the Mechis, yeah? This side of the sala, have a look, please. This side of the sala is off limits for the women. Yeah? You don't walk by here, yeah? Mechi Sophie, you don't walk by here, because that's where the monks are. Yeah? You only, if you have a business with the monks, you can go, in the morning after the meal towards the monk, or in the afternoon at Panna, yeah? Then you can go there. But I don't want to see you, strolling around, Yeah? What did I say this morning? Ja, vielleicht sage ich das mal auf Deutsch. Ja? Also der Raum hinten drum ums Sala ist für euch tabu. Mit Sophie, hast du es verstanden? Und mit Sunanda auch. Ja? Und was habe ich dir heute Morgen gesagt? Du sollst hierher kommen, dich hinsetzen, dann essen, deine Schale putzen und dann bist du bei deiner Kuti und nicht überall im Kloster. Hast du das verstanden? Du hast einen Meditationspfad, da kannst du dich auslaufen. Du hast eine Kutte, wo du sitzen kannst. Und das ist alles. Das ist unsere Arbeit. Ja? Sitzen und gehen, sitzen und gehen, sitzen und gehen. Ja? Nicht rumlaufen und da hinschauen und dorthin schauen. Ne? Ja, mit Sunanda auch ein bisschen. Ne? Immer nach irgendwas rumschauen, na, was kann ich jetzt tun, was kann ich jetzt tun? Ne? Das ist... Ne? Ja, was du jetzt tun kannst, ist Buddho. Das kannst du immer tun. Na, da brauchst du keine Werkzeuge dafür. Aber das sind die Kilesas, die sind ständig am irgendwas machen. Ne? Weil es ihnen zu langweilig ist, das Buddha zu repetieren oder auf dem Atem zu sein. Ne? Und mit so viel, wirklich, ne? Halt dich dran. Ne? Ich möchte nicht, dass du ständig im Weg, also ständig ist sie irgendwo im Weg von irgendjemand, ne? Wie ein kopfloses Huhn rennt sie durch die Gegend. Ne? Und deswegen sage ich, du sollst zu deiner Kuti gehen und praktizieren. Wenn du nämlich wirklich praktizierst und in Samadhi kommst, ne, dann bist du nicht kopflos. Dann weißt du, was du tust. Ne? Im Moment scheint es nicht so zu sein, dass du weißt, was du tust. Ne? Und deswegen habe ich gesagt, ne, also haltet, ja, für den Moment übernimmt man die Arbeit oder die sogenannte Arbeit, die sie hat. Ne? Sie fegt um ihre Kuti rum und das ist alles. Ne? Und da bleibst du dann auch. Verstanden? Ja? Und ich möchte dich nicht rumlaufen sehen, hier irgendwo im Kloster. Ne? Also irgendwie kriege ich das immer mit. Ne? Einmal sehe ich die Mitte zueinander und so. Ja? Schlawenzeln. Ja? Das heißt Schlawenzeln bei uns. Ne? Kennt ihr das Wort noch? Ja? Rumschlawenzeln, dann mal schauen, was ist da interessant, da interessant, da interessant. Ne? Das könnt ihr von mir aus, ne, in der Frauengegend machen, ne, aber nicht, wo die Mönche da sind, ne, oder die Laien. Ne. Alles klar?
Absolut.
Ja, gut. Ne? So, wenn es keine Fragen auf Deutsch gibt oder Englisch gibt, ja, if there are no questions in German or English, yeah, then we adjourn the meeting, yeah. And I hope you know that everybody puts some effort into the practice, yeah. It's for your own good. Yeah? We're not practicing for somebody, we're practicing for ourselves, yeah, to get to the knowingness of the heart. Yeah? The knowingness of the heart, that is the thing. Yeah? We confuse it in the beginning, we confuse the knowingness of the heart with thinking. Yeah? The thinking and knowingness are absolutely completely different things. Yeah? Okay. So, that's it. Oder habe ich was vergessen? Oder vergessen? Zu Menschen?